Good afternoon, you guys, and welcome to our, I think it's week 3 class meeting for module 154. Um, we're going to be focusing on chapter 13 today. The surgical package is the big highlight, but we're going to talk about some other stuff too. And let's see, do we have any, no major announcements, guys, nothing really going on. Got a few of y'all that are about to finish up. Um, if y'all are about to finish up and you need to know your exact date, like when you need to stop working on assignments, shoot me a text message and I'll send you that date, because whatever that date is, you're not responsible for anything after that. Okay, that's your stop date. um but you are responsible for exams and assignments up to that point, up to that date. And that's about it. I got a chunk of y'all coming out at the end of this month and a chunk coming out next month too, so that's all good stuff. um no other major announcements that I can think of at the moment. So we'll go ahead, I'll share my screen and we'll jump into chapter 13. So some of y'all, those of y'all who are up on your labs, saw this on Friday, I think it was. But we're gonna go over it a little bit more in depth. Um, there were some of y'all that had some issues with it, which is why I want to cover it a little bit more. But for the most part, most everybody did really good on that, the ones that have turned it in thus far. So the surgical package, today's objectives. We're going to get familiar with all elements of the surgical package, earn some extra credit towards grade, and have fun. Disregard the extra credit part. I assigned it for a lab, so it's not going to be extra credit. It's just going to be worth that lab. All right, so what's included in the surgical package? Some of the common things are preoperative visits, visits prior to surgery when you're getting ready, possibly to do blood work or things like that, making sure everything's in order. Intraoperative services, that is services that go on during surgery. If you need extra supplies or different things, some of those are included in the surgical package. Complications following surgery. If you have a procedure done and you have issues after the fact, um, it's going to be included in the surgical package, a visit for you to take care of whatever complications that have arisen from that procedure. All right. Post-operative visits. Generally, when you have any kind of procedure, you have a set number of follow-ups. When I had my back surgery, I saw my doctor every 3 weeks for like the first 2 months or so, 2 or 3 months. And all of those were included in the price of my surgery. It was all a bundled deal. All right. Any supplies that they use during surgery, sutures, scalpels, whatever they may need, are going to be included in this. Miscellaneous services, dressing changes, catheter removals. Something to remember. If it's something that the patient has done to them, like they put on a cast or like they put in a catheter, the removal of that is going to be included. If it goes in, it's got to come out, right? Most times. If they put something in that has to come out, the removal is going to be included with it. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so what is not included? General anesthesia is not ever included in your surgical package because the anesthesiologist bills their services separately. Okay, they are separate from the surgical package. Follow-up care for complications, exacerbations, recurrence, and the presence of other diseases that require additional services. All right, so we just talked about what was included, and we said that complications are covered if you have issues, and that is true. Follow-up care for those same complications, like you get one visit that'll be included in the surgical package to cover anything that went wrong, and then anything after that is going to be extra. Okay, is not going to be included. So it's, you get to find out about what you have wrong, what went wrong. But then after that, if there's additional follow-ups needed, then that is separate. Okay. All right. So let's talk real quick about a global period. The global period is a period of time following surgery that is included in the surgical package, usually 90 days for major surgery. I've seen some with some smaller procedures as little as 10 days. Okay. You have some type of outpatient day surgery type procedure, it may only be a 10-day global period to where they'll cover if you have certain complications or something like that. But that's what a global period is. It's the period of time around the surgery, around the procedure, where they know they're going to have preoperative visits. They know they're going to have postoperative visits. So they include this time frame of 90 days. You know, usually 90 days for a big surgery. I've seen it 10, 30, 45. It just depends on the procedure. But it'll include everything that's, you know, within that period. So that is your global period. All right, so today's activity, we're going to go through the following slides and determine whether the item or service is part of the surgical package. Upload a document with your answers. And that document should be uploaded to Friday's lab. If you've not done it yet, now is a good time to write down these answers so you can just upload them into the lab. All right, feel free to take yourselves off of mute, guys, and chime in. Okay, I would like for y'all to do that, if you would. Is this included in the surgical package? This is the surgical tray.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
The surgical tray is basically when they perform a procedure, they know everything that they're going to need to do that procedure, and they get it together and ready before that procedure ever takes place. And that's called your surgical tray. And that is, you know, that goes along with supplies needed for the procedure. Next one. E&M office visit at 6 months pregnant.
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct. It is. They know from the time they find out you're pregnant that you're going to have so many visits before labor and delivery. Second unrelated surgical procedure during the global period.
No.
No.
That's
No.
correct. No, it is not included. Y'all are correct. Good job. If it is an unrelated procedure, that means it's a completely different procedure. So it's not going to be included in the same global period. Suture removal.
Yes.
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 That is correct. If they put it in and it's got to come out, it's covered. Post-op x-rays to check placement of a device.
Yes.
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 That's good.
Absolutely correct. That's right. If they've got to go in and look and make sure it was, you know, in the right spot, then that's going to be included. They know they're going to have to take that look before it's ever done. E&M office visit, 30-day post-op follow-up appointment.
Yes. Yes.
That's
This
correct.
is in the 90
I'm sorry, it cut out. One more time. Oh, I think she froze.
Oh, I was just saying it was in the 90 days, right? Within the 90 days.
Right. If that particular procedure has a 90-day global period, yes. But sometimes they schedule them like every 30 days to follow up sometimes. General anesthesia.
No.
No. Oh, that is not included. That's correct. Good job, y'all. Pre-op x-rays to determine surgical necessity.
Yes.
You sure?
I will say no.
It's a no on
Yes.
that. All right. If we have not decided that we need surgery yet, then it's not going to be included in that surgical package. Okay. If we're determining the necessity, if it's like an initial office visit because you got something crazy going on and they need to take an x-ray, you don't know yet that you have this surgery upcoming. You don't know yet what's wrong. So those are not going to be included. It starts being included when you make that decision. When you have the office visit where you make that decision to have surgery and you start planning it out, then your global period and your surgical package will start at that time. All right, an E&M inpatient visit for a baby more than 24 hours after delivery.
No.
No, because it's more than 24 hours.
That's correct. Very good. Very good. The baby is only included in that first 24 hours. And then generally anything having to do with the baby is going to be separate from the mama for the most part. Okay. Good job on that. An E&M visit to address complications from an initial procedure.
Yes.
Yes.
That's correct. It is. Very good. I think we're almost done. In closing, type your answers into a document attached to the assignment page. Very good. I think that was it for today. So pretty short and sweet and to the point, y'all. Certain things are covered, certain things are not covered. Y'all are not gonna have to be identifying, even if you go to work for a surgeon. If you go to work for an established surgeon, I promise you, they have all of their billing stuff for their procedures, their global periods, their package, surgical packaging. All of that is already built into their software that they have in their office, whatever billing office they use, if they're in-house or they contract out for that. I promise you that all that stuff is already in there, and it's not something that you're going to have to guess at or figure out on your own by any means, okay? But it is something that's good to know. It is good to know. And the reason why is because when you're billing, you will file, and I've done this myself plenty of times, you file for an E&M visit after somebody's surgery, not realizing it's still in the global period, or maybe you just miscalculated what the date was, if it was that close, to the end of the global period. It happens. It happens. I've done it plenty. I'm sure I'll do it again one day. I'm sure y'all may do it too. It'll be all right. That's why we have the capabilities of correcting claims and sending them back. Or in the case, if it's covered under the surgical package, it's in the global period, we're going to end up writing that visit off. Is essentially what will happen. We will not charge the patient or the insurance coverage for that visit. All right. Were there any other questions or concerns about Chapter 13 now that y'all have been through it and going through the exam? I have not graded the Chapter 13 exams yet. I'm hoping to do that this weekend. I'm not feeling very good today, so I'm probably not going to do anything work related tonight. I will try to get it done tomorrow, but usually I'm busy opening up your assignments and doing lesson plans for the following week on Friday. So I'll try to grade the exams over the weekend. And if not, by Monday at the latest, I'll have them done for then. But any other questions, concerns, anything while we're here?
No.
No. Those of y'all that were at the ICD-10 meeting yesterday, the coding practice meeting yesterday, has that helped y'all out at all? Have y'all gotten to try it out? Has it helped? I think it should. Okay, well, if y'all don't have anything else for me, guys, I know it was kind of a quick one today, but we all have them days. So if y'all don't have anything else for me, guys, that's it. Y'all have a blessed day, a wonderful weekend. Be happy, healthy, and reach out if you need to. Okay?
All right. Have a nice weekend.
You too, Keena.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye,
Have a good
Angel.
feeling better. Bye, y'all.
Bye, Ryan. Thanks.